Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. The world of HR technology has exploded with new innovations over the last 10 years. Since the onset of COVID-19, those advancements accelerated as HR leaders had to respond in real time to emerging workforce needs. Today, we welcome back Aaron Smith, Senior Vice President of Global Product Management and User Experience at Nasdaq-listed ADP, to discuss innovation in HCM technology. Aaron, it is great to see you. As always, welcome back to Trade Talks.
Great. Thank you, Jill. Great to be here.
How has the tech sector responded to the flurry changes in the workplace?
Right. So the first thing I would say is responding. It's always going to be continuous. The one thing that comes top of mind for me in that question is just really the nature of leveraging cloud technology. The workforce is adapting and evolving so fast. The one forefront anchor point has really been leveraging cloud-based technology for any business, no matter how small or how big, and then leveraging cloud to really access the right data at the right time to really allow the power of employees to come forward.
Tell me more about the advantages of the cloud.
So cloud's used very often. Everyone references cloud architecture to bring new products to market at pace. We would probably say leveraging cloud and how you leverage the integration opportunities amongst any varying solutions, whether you're partnering or building, has really connected to that pace of innovation that I mentioned earlier. So whatever cloud provider you use, even for technology companies that maybe leverage their own internal cloud, the biggest power point for enabling cloud technology has been real fast-paced integration and interoperability with any solution that businesses, again, small or large, would look to adopt.
Where have businesses seen the greatest benefit from these innovations?
Well, I mentioned pace, of course, in innovation. I think the one other advantage that comes to mind is really adaptability. The adaptability of the changing workforce and leveraging cloud technology is a key aspect. For us, ADP, compliance, security, all top of mind. And it's not just about achieving a level of security and compliance. It's about always adapting to that next venture of compliance that we all know is constantly evolving. A good example would be when the onset of COVID came upon all of us. Things like the payroll protection program and other legislation that occurred. The interesting part that we're seeing is that pace of compliance and legislation and security is going to continue evolving. And every business from a tech perspective is really going to have to be expected to keep pace. And in some cases, in our minds, we want to be ahead of that on a global scale. Again, leveraging cloud technology for us to be able to really be at that point.
And clearly, data remains a big driver of business developments. How does ADP generate insights and make them accessible to decision makers?
Right. So having data in our name means it's got to be really important to us, which it is. It's part of our bread and butter in our history. The fact we pay 1 in 6 workers in the United States, 38 million worldwide, really gives us some awesome data to leverage. Awesome data in the sense of the life cycle of our clients' employees. And that's really where the power of data comes to fruition. You can have interesting data points and interesting analytics, but for us, what's most meaningful is the patterns and the learning that we can achieve out of that rich data set to then inform the next evolution of how we plan to anticipate and innovate for our clients and their users.
Can you give me an example of your data-driven technology?
So right off the top of my head, the most immediate advantage and opportunity that we've built is with our ADP Data Cloud platform. Our ADP Data Cloud platform ingests all that data that we take in from our clients and our users. But then what's most powerful is it helps us drive meaningful decisions and outputs for our clients and our users. So again, providing data points is just one early opportunity. The journey that we want to go after with Data Cloud is really helping to drive, getting work out of the system, helping to drive decisions on behalf of our clients and our users, leveraging ADP Data Cloud.
And these are timely issues for businesses that we've been discussing. How does ADP approach these for their clients?
So when we think about designing solutions and innovating, we carry 3 very key principles at the forefront. First, of course, is solutions that are reaching a level of intuitiveness in the sense of really solving problems here and now for our users, not a week and not a month, out, which is, again, part of the varying workforce challenge that we talked about a little bit earlier. Second is insights to make confident and informed decisions, which I mentioned links into our strategy around ADP Data Cloud. And then the third principle for us, Jill, that's very important is being proactive. So it's not about just providing that data or providing a solution that you expect users to leverage. It's about contextually knowing more about their job, their work, who they are, and help them really get that work out of the system, get them to achieve their job and be better, be rock stars with the job that they're in. And that's the proactive design principle that incorporates the three that I mentioned.
How do you see HCM technology evolving to be more proactive as newer issues emerge?
So at the forefront of that, which has been talked about a lot, is just really being far more attentive to the sentiment and the needs of your employees and your workforce. I think every business has obviously provided a number of levers to be able to do that, but with the dynamics of the workforce, now more than ever, sentiment, engagement, and what's really top of mind for your employees and your workforce now more than ever is really the critical element for any HCM technology, which is really at the heart of not just data, but also the solutions we provide with how to capture sentiment and engagement for our clients and their employees.
And finally, Aaron, how does ADP's products and services accomplish this? What informs the development of your solutions?
So we have a number of intake channels to inform where we're going with our solutions, from our really listening to our clients, listening to the market, really capturing engagement points with our partners, but really the drive in our minds from a technology perspective to really think consumer first, to think about how to consumerize your solution versus B2B, in a classic B2B model. Everyone working at home now expects how we operate with all of our consumer devices and solutions, and parlaying that into our products, into the HCM industry on behalf of clients and employees is super critical. One good example that I'd love to share, Jill, is organic adoption of technology. So 2 years ago, our ADP mobile app, as an example, captured about 1 billion logins, give or take. And 2 years later, we're over 2.5 billion, soon to be 3.5 billion logins. So if you think about that trajectory of growth and organic adoption of technology, not just for ADP, but other businesses as well, that's real life data, but it's also the ability for your users to work at pace with you, where users are expecting that consumer experience. And our ADP mobile app was there to provide that with that hockey stick growth that I just mentioned.
All right, Aaron, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.